the immune and lymphatic systems. So what are those systems? The immune and lymphatic systems form one of the body's most intricate and essential defense networks. While often discussed separately, they operate as a unified system that protects the body from infection, removes cellular waste, and maintains internal balance. The lymphatic system, composed of a vast network of vessels, organs, and tissues, serves as both a transport route for lymph fluid and a key component of immune defense. Together, these systems act as the body's biological security and sanitation network, constantly monitoring, filtering, and responding to internal and external threats. So, the lymphatic and immune systems are deeply intertwined. The lymphatic system helps transport immune cells, supports nutrient absorption, and maintains fluid equilibrium, while the immune system relies on these structures to detect and neutralize pathogens. So here are the primary lymphoid organs: the bone marrow. Located within the cavities of bones, bone marrow serves as the production site for blood cells, including white blood cells, leukocytes. It generates both B lymphocytes, B cells, which mature in the marrow and produce antibodies, and precursor T cells, which later mature in the thymus. Bone marrow also participates in the early immune response, providing a continuous source of immune cells and signaling molecules. So the other organ is the thymus. Situated behind the sternum and most active before puberty, the thymus is where T lymphocytes, or T cells, mature and undergo selection to ensure they reorganize pathogens without attacking the body's own cells. This process, called central tolerance, prevents autoimmune disorders. As we age, the thymus gradually shrinks, a process known as involution, though residual T cell activity remains throughout life. So here are some secondary lymphoid organs and tissues. The lymph node. Small bean-shaped structures found along lymphatic vessels in the neck, armpits, groin, and abdomen. Lymph nodes filter lymph fluid and serve as meeting points where immune cells detect pathogens. Inside, the cortex contains B cells, follicles, the paracortex houses T cells and dendritic cells, and the medulla is rich in macrophages. When infection occurs, lymph nodes may swell, a condition called lymphadenopathy. We've got the spleen. The spleen filters blood rather than lymph. It removes old or damaged red blood cells, recycles iron, and contains white pulp regions filled with lymphocytes and macrophages that respond to blood-borne pathogens. It plays dual roles in hematologic maintenance and immune surveillance. We've got the tonsils and adenoids. These lymphoid tissues guard the entrances to the respiratory and digestive tracts. They act as first-line defenses, trapping inhaled or ingested pathogens and initiating mucosal immune responses. Chronic infections may cause them to become enlarged or inflamed, a condition known as tonsillitis. Mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue, or MALT. MALT comprises diffuse immune structures embedded in mucosal linings such as gut-associated, bronchial-associated, and skin-associated lymphoid tissues. Collectively, MALT accounts for nearly half of the body's lymphoid tissue, continuously sampling the external environment to prevent microbial invasion. The lymphatic system performs multiple essential roles vital for maintaining homeostasis and immune defense. So we've got fluid balance and waste removal. Every day, about 20 liters of plasma leak out of the body's capillaries into surrounding tissues. Most of it returns directly to circulation, but roughly 10%, around 2 to 3 liters, remains as interstitial fluid. Lymphatic vessels collect this excess and transport it as lymph back to the bloodstream via the thoracic duct and right lymphatic duct, preventing tissue swelling, edema, and maintaining blood volume. We've also got lipid absorption. In the small intestine, specialized lymphatic capillaries called lacteals absorb the dietary fats and fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. These lipids combine with proteins to form chylomicrons, creating a milky fluid called chyle, which then enters circulation for energy use or storage. And finally, we've got immune surveillance and defense. As lymph passes through nodes, immune cells filter and assesses it for signs of infection. B and T lymphocytes, macrophages, and dendritic cells identify and neutralize microbes or abnormal cells. This process underpins the adaptive immune response, generating memory cells that provide faster, stronger protection upon re-exposure to the same threat. The lymphatic system physical design enables efficient immune coordination and fluid transport. We've got some sort of vessel hierarchy. Lymph begins in capillaries composed of overlapping and endothelial cells, forming button-like junctions that allow one-way fluid entry. From there, it moves to collecting vessels with valves and smooth muscle, converging into lymphatic trunks and ducts that empty into the subclavian veins. We've also got some lymph node microanatomy. Each node is a miniature immune headquarters with specialized zones: B cell follicles, cortex, T cell and dendritic regions, paracortex, and macrophage-rich sinuses, medulla. This organization ensures an efficient immune cascade when antigens appear. We've also got some adaptive immunity. Immune cells mature in primary organs, bone marrow and thymus, then migrate to secondary organs like node, spleen, mold to encounter antigens. Activation triggers clonal expansion and the formation of effector and memory cells, the foundation of long-term immunity and vaccine efficacy. When this intricate system is disrupted, the consequences can affect immunity, circulation, and overall health. Lymphedema and vessel disorders. Blockages or malformations of lymph vessels cause lymphedema, characterized by fluid buildup and swelling, commonly in the limbs. It can arise from congenital defects, infections like filariasis, or damage from cancer surgery or radiation. Treatment includes compression therapy, physiotherapy, and in some cases, surgery. We've got cancer spread and staging. Many cancers spread via lymphatic pathways. Lymph node involvement is a key prognostic factor in diseases like breast cancer and melanoma. Biopsying sentinel lymph nodes helps determine cancer stage and guide therapy. We've also got enlarged lymph nodes or lymphadenopathy. Swollen nodes may indicate infection, autoimmune disease, or malignancy. Persistent enlargement requires medical evaluation as it can reveal systemic illness. And finally, we've got some stress impact. Chronic psychological stress can impair lymph flow, shrink lymphoid organs, and reduce immune efficiency by altering cortisol levels and immune cell activity. Managing stress is thus essential for maintaining lymphatic and immune integrity. Okay, so before going into how to support and enhance the lymphatic and immune systems, I must say this video is only for informational purposes. So once again, I am not a doctor, obviously, and please do your own researches and don't just listen to some guy on the internet. Like always, in the description you will find the links for the sources I have read the information from, so that you can do your own researches and maybe learn some more informations, because this is at the beginner stage, and maybe one day I will do some pretty serious videos, like half an hour and maybe more than half an hour, because it's the foundation, the building blocks for like your body. Okay, so both systems benefit from lifestyle strategies that support their natural detoxification, circulation, and immune functions. So we begin with the immune system support. Prioritize sleep. Adequate rest, like between 7 and 9 hours per night, promotes the production of cytokines, crucial signaling proteins that regulate inflammation and immune responses. Poor sleep weakens the body's defenses and prolongs recovery from illness. Have a balanced nutrition. A colorful whole food diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats provides essential vitamins and minerals. Omega-3 fatty acids from salmon, sardines, and flax seeds, for example, reduce inflammation. Zinc found in legumes, nuts, and shellfish supports T cell function, and vitamins C, D, and E, and antioxidants from colorful produce enhance immune resilience. So gut health via probiotics and prebiotics. The gut microbiome trains the immune system and regulates inflammation. Probiotics from yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi boost microbial diversity, and prebiotics from bananas, onions, and whole grains nourish beneficial bacteria. Stay hydrated. Water supports lymph production, maintains mucous barriers, and aids in toxin removal. Exercise regularly. Moderate activity improves circulation, enhances lymph flow, and promotes immune cell exchange. Overtraining, however, can temporarily suppress immunity. Manage stress and practice hygiene. Mindful deep breathing and physical activity reduce cortisol levels. Good hygiene habits, like regular hand washing, remain foundational to disease prevention. Avoid harmful habits. Smoking, excessive alcohol, and chronic sleep deprivation weaken immune function. Avoiding these restores balance and supports tissue repair. You can also supplement thoughtfully. Natural tonics like fire cider, garlic, turmeric, ginger, vinegar may support wellness, though they should complement, not replace, scientifically supported nutrition and medical care. And also enjoy some immunity supporting foods. Citrus fruits, papaya, leafy greens, garlic, nuts, green tea, turmeric, and mushrooms provide the compounds that enhance immune function and reduce inflammation. Okay, so now the lymphatic system support. Keep moving. Physical motion activates muscle contractions that pump lymph through vessels. Walking, yoga, swimming, and dancing all help maintain flow. Practice some deep diaphragmatic breathing. Belly breathing creates internal pressure shifts that stimulate lymph circulation and calm the nervous system. Stay hydrated. Lymph fluid is water-based. Adequate hydration, like between 2 to 4 liters daily, adjusted for individual needs, ensures efficient detoxification and fluid balance. Adopt an anti-inflammatory diet. Whole plant-based foods, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory herbs like turmeric, ginger, and garlic reduce oxidative stress and support lymphatic efficiency. Practice some gentle techniques. Dry brushing or lymphatic drainage massage can stimulate lymph flow, reduce fluid retention, and enhance skin health. Wear comfortable clothing. Avoid tight garments that restrict flow. Choose breathable, flexible clothing to encourage natural circulation. Practice positioning and hot-cold contrast. Elevate legs periodically and try alternating hot and cold showers to enhance vascular and lymphatic tone. Reduce toxin load and manage stress. Minimize exposure to harsh chemicals, pollutants, and processed foods. Prioritize sleep, mindfulness, and relaxation to prevent stress-related stagnation. Sweat it out. Regular exercise, sauna use or hot yoga promotes sweating, helping clear metabolic waste and improving skin and immune health. And last but not least, inversions and stretching. Gentle yoga inversions, such as legs up the wall or downward dog, use gravity to facilitate lymph flow and reduce swelling. So here we are, the summary. The immune and lymphatic systems function as the body's internal defense and maintenance network, protecting, cleansing, and restoring balance at every level. They filter pathogens, recycle nutrients, and regulate inflammation, all while responding dynamically to environmental and emotional stressors. Supporting these systems isn't about complex regimens. It's about living in ways that sustain circulation, reduce inflammation, and balance stress. Consistent movement, clean nutrition, quality sleep, and mindful living together strengthen the foundation of long-term immunity and well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the immune and lymphatic systems. I hope you liked and learned something new. We will meet next week for the endocrine system. Take care.